Roxy and I are headed out for a walk to Short Canyon. Let's go, Rox dog. Alright, I just wanted to pop in and add something to this that I noticed after looking for the name of this street that this is on. You can see Brady's here. This is the 395. As you get in closer, this is the actual turn that we come off of, and this is the direction I've always been going to access Short Canyon. Looking at this, I never knew that if you went the other direction, there's actually a Short Canyon road, and if you come up here, you can see this road is where I turn off onto, and then it becomes, well, it's all dirt road back there, but this is the trail that you'll see me follow all the way through here, and then up to the what ends up being the trailhead up here, I believe. But it appears that as though you can go the other way and catch Short Canyon Road. I've never been on that road, so I don't know the condition of that road. I will take it sometime and maybe do another video on it. But it appears as though you can take that and it ends up in the same spot, which makes sense, being Short Canyon Road. But I have never gone that way. I will try to do a video where I do go that way, and we can check that out together. Short Canyon Road, and then this road right here looks like Lolita Road. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but that's the one I've always taken. Alright, back to the video. Here's the access to Short Canyon. It's a fairly accessible road for most of the way. There is one part that can be a little hairy, but if you're in four-wheel drive or a Jeep or a truck or something like that, it's probably no problem. If you're in a passenger car, you might want to try to find a way around it. So this right here is the only part that's really a little bit tricky. It's because you're uphill and there's these divots in the road that they're kind of deep. They make it a little bit tough to access. But I don't know, maybe there's a way around it.
top of those divots, it's a particularly loose sand, so the loose sand can make it kind of difficult too. If you have a four-wheel drive, it shouldn't be that bad. If you have a big truck, it shouldn't be that bad. Come on, Roxy dog. Well, if you've never been out here, once you get over this first little incline right here, there's water at the bottom of here sometimes. We've had a bit of snow this year, so there might be some water over there right now. We'll check it out. That's the road we came up. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I can see the water down there. I think we're going to go ahead and head down there. We'll go this way. Come on, dog. It's pretty low. It just turns into a little tiny stream here and just kind of peters out. But I can hear water running on the other side, which means it must go underground or something. how that works, but there it goes. This looks tough for the dog. If I didn't have the dog with me, I'd jump down there, but nice little shady area back there. Typically when there's a lot of water, it just runs right through here. Well, let's climb back up the hill and see what we can see. You can see the trail we came from that rock outcropping over there. It just kind of winds around through here. It always kind of follows the water. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can see where all the heavy growth is where all the water is. This goes pretty far back there. I've hiked so far back there that there's just like not really a trail anymore. But I had to come back due to some pretty bad weather coming in. I'll probably do it at some other point. I think what we're going to do is head back in this way and come on down off the trail. All right, we're back in the Jeep. If you guys hang out for a minute, I'm going to take you to somewhere around here that usually has a pool of water down there. It's where all this water leads to. For some reason, it eventually peters out down there. I'm not quite sure why, but we'll go down there and see if there's any water down there right now. So if we stop, I can already hear the water. I don't know if you guys can. This is just basically the bottom of the water that we saw earlier. This is where it flows down into. And I would imagine that if we got a lot of rain, this would probably all be covered. Look at that. I wonder what they're doing there. Anyway, here we go. It's I don't know, that was kind of weird. Looks like this water level's gone down recently. It's so wet near the sides here. Either that or something's been accessing the water here recently. I think it just kind of ends in this pile of bushes here. It's kind of weird to imagine. I don't know, maybe there's someone out there that knows more about this than me, but it's kind of weird to imagine that all this water that's flowing down here and just continuously flowing just happens to end right here. It doesn't just keep going. Let's see if we can get a better vantage point from over here. Oof! Yeah, it looks like it just ends in a stagnant little pool. Unless they've laid some kind of drain pipe under here or something, I don't know. But there's no water further downhill, so I don't know where it could be draining into. But if you come up here, come on, doggo. You can tell that the water does run through here when it gets rainy. I'd like to come down here when it's rainy sometime, but I don't know if it's accessible. I've never tried. Maybe that's another video I'll have to make sometime. As you can tell from the erosion on the side here that the water, it's got to get pretty serious down here. And it must flow through here. Look at the erosion on the side here. That must be, I mean, if that fills up or gets close to full, that's probably close to 6 feet deep. All right, doggo, you ready? You ready, Roxy dog? Let's pop back into the Jeep.